business knows I haven't been talking about this all week and going on and on and on about how nervous I am. So just bear with me if I have to read a little bit, okay? So everybody knows Mr. Hawkins here is leaving today. We're doing a sort of an exchange with Simons. We're getting Simon Skinner, they're getting our Simon. I think we're all doing well, aren't we? So when I knew I was going to have to do the speech, got a bit nervous, was kind of like, God, don't want to speak in front of a big crowd. Was thinking of starting a rumour that, you know, he couldn't stand anybody, thought you were all fools, so nobody show up and I'd get out of doing a speech. But then I was thinking about it and saying, well, the only thing sad about Shane and Derek. So first things first anyway, I emailed a good few people around the company and just waited for the stories to roll in. And thought there's going to be plenty of dirt.
There's nothing.
Kind of is a bit like that, really. So people only came back and said nice things, or they said nothing at all. And I was like, he must have done a Ryan Giggs on it or something.
You all know I got dirt on everything.
I know, but people did say some really nice things about you, Simon. So. But luckily for me, New Business weren't so shy about coming forward with the stories. So here it goes. Apparently Simon holds the company record for time spent vetting an application while hungover. It should take 20 minutes to vet a 5 for Life case back in the day. It took Simon 3 hours. Glenn, if you're around, I hope you had your ears closed.
I was drinking while I was doing it. Come on.
Simon apparently has a thing for older ladies.
That's true.
He's had a string of dates with his landlord's elderly mother.
I've been there for lunch on Sunday.
She's wined and dined him, and she calls over for weekend emergencies like chipped paint, and, you know, things that just have to be done straight away.
I'm going to get a serious damage deposit back over that place.
So he's been taking a serious slagging off New Business about that, but you know, Simon, he just takes it that step further and has been asking me about my granny, and I'm like, she's 92. Another story was, actually this is another good one, he was looking for accommodation in Edinburgh. I think he's still looking, if anybody knows.
Yeah, I'm
anybody.
hopeless, yeah.
And he was Fiona Morrissey kind of scoping out a few apartments and houses. And she was supposed to go look at a house, and when your man found out that Simon was 33, he was like, don't bother. But he was only 19, so to be fair, like Simon, you are technically old enough to be his father. A few more stories, but they're not really suitable for this audience. They involve a drunken Simon telling people he's going to kick the crap out of them because they don't leave their credit card behind the bar. Or randomly telling people he's going to punch them in the face at the Christmas party. That was me. So, as I said, he's going back to school to do a master's. And he's going to be a teacher.
I'm going to beat those kids up.
So we looked up some tips on the internet for mature students. But it's all really boring stuff like plan out your day, etc. So we just think, you know, you should take a leaf out of, you know, the movie Old School and set up a frat house for all the other over-the-hill students. But on a more serious note, you know, Simon has been a great asset to New Business, and any of the teams he's worked on, people only have really good things to say about him. Not only is he really good at his work, but he's a great person to be around. He'll always put a smile on your face and includes everybody, and you know, if you call over to him, there's going to be a bit of a joke or a banter or slagging more than likely. So we're definitely going to miss that. So he always lifts the mood of the team, and I know that when we come in here on Monday, we're really going to miss that kind of that loud banter. But even though we're really going to miss him, we know he's going to do brilliantly in Edinburgh, and we know he's going to go on to great things. So best of luck, Simon.
Round of applause for Elaine. Yeah, I'll come back in the summer and I'll just hang around like I have been.
5 years. We didn't really do presents as such. We thought cash is more handy for you.
It is handy for me because I'm fairly poor, yeah.
But somebody's put in a bit of effort, Simon, for you. and getting a few pictures together and getting
Amanda,
people
get it on
sign
this
some
video.
nice things for you. And so I think we even have a picture of your girlfriend in there. You know, at the Amanda show.
My old.
This is his
Amanda for the camera.
She's got a lot of experience. Thank you very much. I'd like to think of it. This is beautiful. Thank you very much. There's some great pictures in here.
They get worse.
This is a picture at Shane's 30th birthday. And I got so far drunker than Shane. It was a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. But yeah, here I got a little speech too. It's gonna be a while, so if you gotta go to the toilet, you wanna get a cup of tea, go now, alright? Alright, well, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Simon. If you're new to the company, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. I've had many nicknames in here. Munson, Numpty, the Scourge of IT, the Wrecker of Good Days. But, yeah, I've enjoyed them all. And I've really enjoyed harassing each and every one of you in any department. And if you haven't been harassed by me, you've probably seen me harassing somebody else and been like, God, I hate that Canadian guy. Ah, well. So I've been here almost 5 years. It's funny to watch people grow over 5 years, you know, like...
Shane's waist.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Shane looks more and more like a homeless man. I told everybody I'm leaving to go back to university, and it's not for my love of teaching or for children, it's more for the holidays. But that's all garbage. The real reason I'm leaving is because it's me who's been eating all the food in the fridge. It's also me who brought those dirty magazines into the And if you ever find rubbish or cereal bowls and coffee on your desk, that's me putting it there. My first day in here, we weren't in this building, we were in the Citibank building. And I got sat beside Jarlath. And then they put Laura Duffy on the other side of me. And I thought I'd join the fucking circus. Because she is mental, and I couldn't understand a word Jarlath was saying. My second day in here, I went to give some money for the lotto, and Fiona Kane's first words to me were, "Who are you?" That is true. For the first 2 weeks, Laura Duffy thought my name was Winston. Shane called me Stephen. I tell you what, I've worked on a lot of different teams. I once worked on a team where a guy named Fergal got up, left the company, and never returned. And he left his jacket 3 years ago, and this is it, I'm wearing it today. I played football with a lot of you. I've kicked a lot of you, and I've enjoyed kicking a lot of you. And you've all deserved it in one way or the other. I've actually kicked 2 company directors, Barry and Fenton. I've kicked them both. If I close a business, you might get a boot. I'm Father Ted, you're Bishop Brennan. Let's see. What else have we got here? Oh, I'm retiring my crown. Ellen Munley, you are now the loudest person in the office. I need someone to keep an eye on my Uncle Grandma over here, a.k.a. Graham Ray, a.k.a. Skeletor. Make sure he gets a burger or something, right? Also, Fiona, if you could please keep an eye on Jarlath. I saw him apologize to a pillar he bounced on. Since I'm leaving, Kate Campbell is going to be the official Canadian in the office, so good luck to you, Kate. And let's see. oh, hopefully Nick has set up some sort of assault course like he did at the barbecue for the pub later. That should be fun. So Shane's told me over the years that it would be the happiest day of his life, and the happiest day in this company when I left. And he's told me this story many, many times, that when I leave, that you guys are all going to join hands in a massive circle around the office, and you're all going to sing Kumbaya. So if that does happen, I will be impressed. You look into it, okay? Oh yeah, I just wanted to read, I've made a short list of enemies. They're in alphabetical order. Shane Nolan. That's all. I've loved working here. I've been living in Ireland 6 years, and you're very, very special people. I don't know what it is about you. You're just all mental. You know what I mean? Like, I remember one time I left the building. I was going to football on a Monday, and I was in a big hurry. I was late, and I wanted to be there to kick all you people. And I went to the bank machine to get out some money, and I was sending a text. And I was walking out across the street, and there was a car parked at a red light. And I was texting, and I looked, and I was texting, and I was like, there's a taxi. And I ran into traffic, and I opened the back door, and I said, will you take me to Rings End? And he said, something, 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 taxi. I got in his car, and the light turned green. He started driving. He turned around, and he said, do I know you? I was texting away, and I was like, what was the fucking taxi driver asked me? And he said, how'd you know I was going to Rings End? And I said, I didn't. You're taking me to Rings End. And I looked over, and he had a suit and a briefcase sitting beside me on the back seat. And I looked in the front, and there was no meter. The taxi had actually been on the other side of his car. But he drove me to football anyway. And that's the kind of stuff that you won't find anywhere else. Nearly 5 years here, and I've loved every minute of it. Working on this team, I got to say a big thank you to New Biz. They're a lovely, lovely bunch. And a big thank you to everybody else. I mean, you've all been so very, very good to me, you know. It's sad to be leaving. And I don't really want to go, but I gotta go because
You're old.
Because I'm old and I gotta do something else. So what else do I got here? I hope I see you all again very soon, and thank you all very much for the ridiculous memories. That's it.